Okay. Hello everyone. Am I audible?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So first of all, a huge round of applause for everybody who made it here in person and everybody who has joined us virtually, please. Okay. So today we have all gathered for the same purpose. The purpose is the inauguration of the ICAI Philadelphia chapter. We are so excited to say that this is the 10th chapter of ICAI in the US. And we are also proud to say that we have covered the journey of being a RO to a chapter in just a matter of 4 months. The ICAI Philadelphia chapter is being established to serve the members of the ICAI. The Unite in America event being held today would not only bring us all closer to serve the purpose of the ICAI, but also open a variety of economic opportunities between India and USA relationship. Now, I request everybody here to stand up, rise for the occasion of the ICAI motto song. Thank you. And I ask my friend here to play the ICAI motto song for us. A variety of economic opportunities in India and USA relationship. Now, I request everybody here to stand up, rise.
You guys might want to take a picture of you for the website and eventually.
Yes. They're recording it, so they can start.
यशस्सुप्तेषु जागृति यशस्सुप्तेषु जागृति तामं 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 तामुषो पुरुषो निर्विमाणः तदेव शुक्रं तदेव तद्ब्रह्मा तद्ब्रह्मा तदेवामृतमुच्यते तस्मिन् लोकः सर्वे तदूतास्यभिकस्य एतद्वैता 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 एतद्वैता.
Okay. Okay, all of you may have a seat. Thank you, Priya. Next, ICAI is organizing its first ever GlowPack. ICAI is organizing its first ever GlowPack Global Professional Accountants Convention on the theme Connecting the Globe and Creating Value on November 24 to 26 of 2023 at Mahatma Mandir Convention Center, Gandhinagar, Gujarat, India. Today, India has got a lot of talent. Everybody agrees? Yeah? India has become a global hub for accounting talent and knowledge and is among the hot spots for F&A, that is finance and accounting processes outsourcing. GlobePack would provide India an opportunity to go and search the global market for networking and send the best F&A talent in India, thereby connecting the globe and creating value. And creating value for all the stakeholders. Now I request the team and my friend here to play the GlobePack season now.
pleasure to announce that the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India has decided to organize its first ever Global Professional Accountants Convention, GLOPAC, on the theme Connecting the Globe, Creating Value, on November 24th to 26th, 2023 at the Mahatma Mandir, Gandhinagar in India. GLOPAC is being celebrated as a mega event to showcase the important role that the accountancy profession has been playing in the economic and social development of our country.
Globalization has made the world one village, and the services of chartered accountants are also available globally without any boundaries. The Institute of Chartered Accountants of India is also devoting significant efforts towards global networking. The convention shall be attended by more than 3,000 delegates from around 40 countries. I would like to extend a warm welcome to the fraternity on behalf of ICAI to attend and participate in the first ever GLOPAC.
ICAI is geared up to welcome delegates from across the globe at the GLOPAC.
Okay, thank you, Priya. We have a video from our guest of honor, Shri Ranveer Jaiswal, Honorable Consul General of India, where he has shared a few words with us about this occasion. I request Priya to share the video with us, please.
Namaste, dear friends, all our members of the ICAI family. It is truly my delight that we are opening ICAI's Philadelphia chapter on 28th October. I'll not be able to join you, much that I wanted to be there in person, to be part of this special occasion. For reasons beyond my control, I'm not able to join you, but I want to convey my warmest wishes as you take on this journey. As you all know, India-US economic relations is a fascinating space, is a dynamic space. There are so many new things that are happening where both India and the United States are collaborating together. We had the historic visit of a Prime Minister to Washington in June, wherein we decided that together India and the United States are going to do all the new things that define the pathway of the 21st century. Clean energy, renewable energy, space exploration, Artemis Accord, semiconductors, innovation, cloud computing, next generation technology, and much more. And if we have to put this agenda into action, we need very strong support from all our chartered accountants, from the ICAI family. We count you as an important stakeholder in the India-US economic landscape, connect, and we count on your support to make things move northwards, upwards, with your optimism, with your support. So once again, my warmest wishes to all the members of ICAI.
What a thoughtful message. Thank you, Ranveer Jaiswal, for sending us this video. Next speaker we have with us virtually, CA Yash Parmarji. He is the founder chairman of the USA Philadelphia chapter. He is also co-founder at Fintax First.
Just 1 minute, I think Mudit ji has.
CA Dr. Jaikumar Batra ji has also joined. So.
Okay. So there's a change in the series again. Let me introduce next member again. But before that, let me introduce our first speaker, CA Jaikumar Batra. He's the secretary of ICAI, and he also holds multiple degrees such as cost accountant as well as a PhD. Although most of us are here today, but we have virtually, so we have to show the same enthusiasm. Let's welcome CA Jaykumar.
A very, very warm greetings to all of you from the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India. I would like to begin with a shloka in Sanskrit, which says, Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Let the entire world be happy. Sav samay, savsam, samajay, sarvasvam, which says, a very little for self, and that is ICAI, and everything for the society, for the country, and the whole world. With this Sanskrit shloka, at the outset, on behalf of the world's largest accounting professional body, Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, ICAI, I welcome you all to the inaugural ceremony of the USA Philadelphia chapter of ICAI. With this wish that the entire world of accountancy profession is united, cooperate, collaborate, grow, and progress for the economic development of all the countries of the world, and the whole world be prosperous and happy. And in that, our institute, ICAI India, takes the leadership role to support the dream, the vision of our Honorable Prime Minister to make India Atmanirbhar Bharat, Vishwaguru Bharat, leading towards a futuristic, prosperous, inclusive, and developed society. With this wish, at the outset, on behalf of ICAI, let me welcome the guest of honor of the day today, Shri Randhir Jaiswal ji, Honorable Consul General of India, New York, in absentia, who could not join today due to last minute urgency. And we have just heard the video message conveying the best wishes for this inaugural of the new chapter of ICAI. I would also like to welcome our Honorable President ICAI, CA Aniket Sunil Talati ji, who will join us shortly due to again some urgency. A parallel meeting is also going on, and even I was there attending that meeting, so he will join shortly. I welcome you, sir. I also welcome the Honorable Vice President ICAI, CA Ranjit Kumar Agarwal ji. Again, I will have to say here that he is also in that parallel meeting which is going on. I was also there, I just told you. So in absentia right now, I also welcome, sir, and they are going to join shortly. So they will also address us. I welcome Mr. David Powell, Chief Executive Officer, Chartered Accountants Worldwide Network, USA, Mr. Scott Hansen, Director, Policy and Global Engagement of IFAC, Mr. Srinivas Gurajadaji, Head, PEFA Secretariat, PEFA House in the World Bank, CA Yash Parmarji, Founder Chairman USA, Philadelphia Chapter of ICAI, CA Sanjay Vasji, USA, New York Chapter of ICAI, CA Milani Dhruv Samir Mehtaji, USA, Washington DC Chapter of ICAI, CA Vish Arunachalamji, Founder, Chairman and Director, USA, San Francisco Chapter of ICAI, CA Raman Mahadevanji, Tax Department, Head in EY, Advisor, USA Philadelphia Chapter of ICAI, CA Dheeraj Panjwani Vice Chairman, Chairperson of USA Philadelphia Chapter of ICAI, CA Shreya Bhatia ji, Treasurer, USA Philadelphia Chapter of ICAI, and other members of the Managing Committee of the Philadelphia Chapter of ICAI, CA Seyali Paranjpe ji, USA Philadelphia Chapter of ICAI, and the Office of International Affairs Committee of ICAI. I welcome you all at this inaugural ceremony. It's a matter of great privilege for me to be here as a part of this great occasion. I would like to take you the history of the ICAI. The Council of the ICAI first met on 15th August 1949, and in the same year, the ICAI emblem with Garuda and motto Ya Esh Sutteshu Jagrati was adopted. The 5 regional councils of ICAI were constituted in the year 1951, and the first set of 6 branches, Ahmedabad, Pune, Bangalore, Coimbatore, Hyderabad, Madurai, were formed in 1962. And today, we have a wide network of 5 regional councils and 171 branches in India. The first overseas chapter of ICAI was formed in 1981 at Doha, Qatar, and now with inauguration of this chapter of Philadelphia, it will be the 48th chapter of ICAI. With this, now the ICAI, your ICAI, my ICAI, our ICAI will have its presence in 81 global cities of 47 countries of the world with other 33 representative offices. And we all know that our profession, the profession of chartered accountancy, is the most respected, recognized, reputed, and rewarded profession. We were established under the Act of Parliament in the year 1949. And today, our institute has achieved recognition as one and the unique premier accounting body of the world. And today we are known for maintaining the highest standards in technical, ethical areas and for sustaining stringent examination and education standards. Our institute is consistently contributing in the growth path of our great country, India, and our contribution in the economic development is remarkable as partner in nation building. The ICAI today has achieved recognition as a premier accounting body, and it is contributing towards the success of individuals, communities, the country, and the global economy. And I'm very sure that ICAI will always be working for the development of the accountancy profession. Here, I would like to acknowledge the contribution by the chapters and the rep offices of ICAI. The overseas chapters and the representative offices are the important bridges of ICAI to serve the members, students, and other stakeholders outside India. With the wide network, we are able to provide valuable services to our members and students, to the society and the country as a whole. And the whole credit goes to the Honorable President and the Vice President of ICAI, who are taking due care for all the activities, for all the operations, for setting up of the new branches in India, for setting up the overseas chapters, rep offices. In coordination with all of you, you have worked very, very hard. You have toiled hard for the setup of this chapter. I'm very sure with the contribution, with the cooperation, with the support of all of you, ICAI will always continue to be the custodian of the public interest and welfare, and we discharge our duties in the best interest of our nation. On this day, from the head office side, I wish to assure you that the head office will provide its full support to the managing committee of the chapter for all your future endeavors and for providing services to the members, students, and we all will work together hand in hand, shoulder to shoulder, with full enthusiasm, passion, dedication. At the end, I would like to conclude again by a Sanskrit shloka which says, Seh sadhitu sankalpanan sammilitaha Prastasyamaha, which suggests let us come together to accomplish our aspirations, which conveys the idea of achieving goals together. So with these words, I am thankful to the chapter for inviting me to share my views with you. And I once again welcome all the guests, all the managing committee members who are there and witnessing this inaugural ceremony. Thank you very much, and my best wishes to all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Jaydeep, for giving us your time. Next, we have Shri Ranjit Kumar Agarwal, the Vice President of ICAI. He's a chartered accountant and a company secretary. I request Ranjit ji to share his thoughts and give us some of his time. Thank you.
Thank you very much for giving us an opportunity to address a very important event by opening a Philadelphia chapter of the Institute of Chartered Accountants India. And my compliment in the sense that I was told that within a record time of 3 days, this chapter is going to be inaugurated. So my compliment to all the chapter people, new chairman, vice chairman, entire managing committee, Sanjay Varsa sir, Vish Arunachal ji, all the people who have worked very hard to contribute by opening this 40th chapter of the Institute of Chartered Accountant of India. My compliment to all of you. Very respected David Powell, CEO of CA Worldwide, Network USA, Mr. Scott Hansen, Srinivas Gorajada, Vish ji, Sanjay Varsa ji, Miloni, Yash Parmar, and very, very respected members of this Philadelphia chapter, and our secretary Jay Batra, Mudit, Shiv Gupta, and all the members. I am very happy that this 40th chapter of this Institute of Chartered Accountants India is going to be opened today, and that is the, I remember, 10th chapter in USA. So with this 40th chapter, now we have become this 40th chapter in 47 countries along with 33 representative office. So now the Institute of Chartered Accountants India has representing this 81 global city worldwide, in addition to what the huge network the Institute has in India. As you all are aware that this institute was created in 1949 by the Act of the Parliament, and in last 74 years, this institute, which started with 1,600 odd members, has now a strength of 400,000 members and 850,000 students. And more importantly, without any reservation, out of these 400,000 members, 29% members are women members. And out of these 850,000 students, 43% are girl CA students pursuing chartered accountancy. So it's a huge empowerment of the women this institute is doing without any reservation and all these things. In the last 74 years, this institute, with the quality, credibility, and the consistency, has become and has partnered in the growth and development of this country, India. And this institute has contributed substantially as far as this setting of professional standards is concerned, having a financial discipline in the country is concerned, or augmenting the revenue of this country is concerned. Globally, if you see globally also, this institute has taken a leadership role. If you might remember, in 1963-64, we have formulated the code of ethics, code of conduct for our member. And after this code of conduct, in 1976, this institute has set up ethical standard board. And after we have set up this ethical standard board, the IFAC has created ISBA, International Ethical Standard Board in IFAC. So once we have set up the ethical standard board, taking cue, the ISBA was set up by IFAC. recently in 2020, we have set up Sustainability Reporting Standard Board. After that, this foreign body has set up a International Sustainability Reporting Standard Board. We have also set up this Social Audit Standard recently. We have also formulated the first time globally, we are the first accounting body. We have come out with the Forensic Accounting and Investing Standards. This is also very landmark standards we have set up in last year. And ICAI feel very proud when we see the excellence and the prosperity of our members who are working outside India. Right now, out of these 400,000 members, more than 40,000 members are working outside India, and they are, earlier they used to be in the back room, now they are sitting in the boardroom. So from back room to boardroom, the institute has come a long way with the contribution and the excellence of you people who have made not only ICAI proud, but you have also made India as a country proud. Our members are doing such an excellent job outside India. As far as this expectation of this institute from this overseas chapters is concerned, as you might be aware, this 1981, we have started first Doha chapter, and now we are 48th chapter in Philadelphia in last 70, 81 to 23, it may be 40 years. So, if the institute point of view, if you see the expectation of this chapter is, I call this chapter as an embassy of ICAI. You are working as an embassy of ICAI, and you are working towards promoting the brand Indian Chartered Accountant and to provide a forum for Indian CA based abroad for furtherance of their professional pursuit and knowledge in one hand, and promoting affability amongst the ICAI member on the other, besides providing various opportunity for networking to our members, they are in overseas. ICAI with this chapter and the representative office can also facilitate in bringing foreign investment to India and in assisting Indian industry by guiding them about the investment opportunities which are prevalent and available across the world. ICAI chapter can also act as a gateway to promote career opportunities for those chartered accountants who wish to relocate themselves abroad. And ICAI chapter also can set up the examination center so that the chartered accounting students who want to pursue CA can be facilitated. They can also organize the campus placement where the newly qualified chartered accountant can be recruited by the companies which are working outside India. They can also impanel, like as you might be aware that now this chartered accountancy course articleship has reduced from 3 to 2 years. So this chapter can impanel the various big corporate houses wherein our students, after doing 1 year articleship under the practicing chartered accountant, they can also get the exposure to work 1 year as an industrial training in various corporate houses across the world. So if you impanel the big company like Apple and Google and Microsoft or Dell or all this new MNC company, our students can get the exposure of 1 year industrial training in these corporates. So that if they are such a huge exposure in those countries, in those companies, this profession can go a different level and different greater heights. Although our president is coming and he will invite you personally to come to this GLOPEC. We are having this after World Congress of Accounting in Mumbai last year. We have designed our international conference on the line of the World Congress, and we have rebranded it as a GLOPEC, where Mahatma Mandir in Gujarat we are having on 24, 25 and 26 November this coming month, wherein more than 6,000 accountants are expected and world-class speakers across the world are coming and joining. It's a complete network platform which we are giving to all the chartered accountants who are coming from all parts of the world. So I like to invite all of you. I'm extending a warm invitation to all of you for come and join in India this GLOPEC. And I'm also thankful to all the distinguished guests and panelists who have joined. I congratulate my hearty congratulations to CA Yash Parmar, the newly elected chairman of this Philadelphia chapter, and this enthusiastic team. And I wish them all the best for the mission and the hard work they are working, and for the entire fraternity, they are committed to make this institute proud. And the last but not the least, I always used to say, since you all people are working there, you are making us proud, making India proud. In our ancient sloka and this Upanishad is saying, that first we learn through study and everything we learn, and then we earn. Through our learning, we are capable to earn ourselves, earn our livelihood. And last, after this learning and earning, we have to return. So that is what you are doing. You are returning to alma mater. You are returning to the motherland by having this kind of chapter and the kind of hard work and the good work you people are doing. I am really proud, and I wish all of you best of luck and my compliment on having this 40th chapter of Philadelphia in USA and making all of us proud. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ranjit. And I'm sure all the women here support your thoughts about women empowerment. So huge round of applause for all the women here. Okay. Let me reintroduce for the second time. We have CA Yash Parmar with us today. He is the founder chairman of the USA Philadelphia chapter. He is also co-founder at Twin Tax Post. So let us please welcome.
President sir has also joined. Yeah.
You have to change again. I need to change it.
So today you have to excuse us because sorry for interruption. Today the chapter has to excuse us because see, there were one more parallel meeting I just told you also during my discussion. So that's why this is happening. So sometimes it happens. But see, the commitment, even the parallel meeting which was going on, President sir and VP sir are joined. So sorry for interruption. Now I think the MC may invite Honorable President sir for his interviews. Yeah, please continue.
Yeah. Sorry, yes, Parmar sir.
Aniket.
Next we have with us today CA Aniket Talati. He is the president of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India. He is working as a technical advisor IFOA. I request him to share his thoughts with us and address the audience. Thank you.
Very good morning to all of you, and a good evening from India. First of all, sincere apologies for breaking your time schedule and having to interrupt you. I know Mr. Parmar, each time we lift a paper, somebody else started speaking, so I apologize. This is the life of an accountant. See, this is the end of the year for us in terms of our tax return filing. 31st is the last date for the tax returns, and none of us are working on our clients. We are working on filing the return of the institute, and for which we had a huge meeting. So the Honorable Vice President, Secretary, and we were all involved in that meeting, and therefore we got delayed. But my special thanks to all of you for your patience. The guest of honor, Mr. Randir Jaiswalji, the Honorable Vice President Ranjit Agarwalji, Jai Bataraji, the Secretary and CEO of the Institute, Mr. David Powell, who is the CEO of CA Worldwide Network in the US, Mr. Scott Hansen, our friend in IFAC, and who's also the Director of Policy and Global Engagement, Mr. Srinivas, the head of the PEFA Secretariat, our dear friend, Mr. Vish Arunachalam, who's been leading the charge of creating the chapters and rep offices in US. Fantastic work, Vish Arunachalam ji, very selflessly devoted. Keep doing the wonderful work that you're doing. My other dear friend is Sanjay Vatsa, who's the chairman of our New York chapter. I can see him there sitting right behind. And he has brought New York chapter to life after a long time. So thank you, Sanjay, for all your efforts. Again, Meloni Dhruv, very active chapter of Washington, D.C. Good to see you there, and your support for Philadelphia. I think you all make up a nice location in terms of the New York chapter, Washington, D.C. and Philly, and all of you together. To see support each other is fantastic. To CA Yash Parmarji, the founder chairman, you will always remain in the history of the chapter as well as USA, the founder chapter chairman of this
great city of Philadelphia. So my compliments to you and special thanks for all the efforts that you've put in short notice to arrange this. I'm aware how difficult it is in the US. For us, we have staff, we have employees in the branch and the institute, but for you, it is all doing it yourself. Even the banner, I know how you would have wanted it, all the smallest and largest things. It is all to be done by yourself and therefore greatly appreciated. And of course, all the wonderful ladies who are there. So happy to see that this is probably one of the first chapter launches where we have more women in the house than men. So kudos to all of you. I think the Honorable Prime Minister in the opening of the new parliament introduced a bill which is known as the Nari Vandan, that is to say the respect to women, and where they have reserved 33% of seats for women, of course, which will be applicable in the future. But today, I think we have in this hall more than 50% women and almost close to 30% women doing or members who are chartered accountants, and 42 to 44% of the girls who are students. So I think the ratio that we have in India and in the ICAI is truly remarkable. And when we talk about the Sustainable Development Goals or SDG 5, I think what better testament than having this wonderful room and the hall filled with all the women who are representing Philadelphia. Let me congratulate each one of you. I think the launch of any chapter is truly historic, and this is the 48th chapter, I'm told, of the Institute. The US comprises of 50 states, so I would hope by maybe the end of this financial year, we can touch 50 chapters for ICAI also, because it will be a landmark number to achieve. I'm told we have Ohio already ready and maybe Florida, so we probably might hit 50 very soon. So not just representing 50 states of United States, but also hitting the half century mark as the Cricket World Cup is going on. I think it's going to be remarkable, but wonderful to see all of you. I would say that my thoughts go back to 2007-8. I think that is when the journey started in the United States. 2008 is when the first chapter was established. Of course, the New York chapter was the first in the US, but I think last 5 to 7 years with Vish Arunachalamji and so many others, I don't want to name so that I don't miss out anybody, but Vish in particular I would name because he's been so active in the US front. All the chapters that have been created, Vishji and everybody, my compliments to you. This resonates the presence, and today I think any minister or anybody who comes to the US, it may be Prime Minister, it may be the Commerce Minister, the Finance Minister, or even the External Affairs Minister. I think one port of call that they all make is to the profession of chartered accountancy. And I think that's a great testament to all of you. I remember Milonaji, when Prime Minister came to Washington, they were all there in DC. Whenever we have Piyush Goyalji come to San Francisco, he addresses the chapter there. And I'm sure in New York, yesterday there was a wonderful event when so many leaders of the IFSCA, which is the International Financial Service Center, is in India, a center where they are planning to have investments coming into India, not from Mauritius, Singapore, or from the Cayman Islands, but through Gift City in India. And for that too, our New York chapter has played a wonderful role. So I'm delighted to see, the kind of engagement that you are all doing. I will only say that I think this is a wonderful forum for all of you to come together, discuss professional opportunities, network, represent not just the institute, but represent our great nation of India. And I think it is going to truly benefit each one of you in individuality, but also in union. It is going to benefit the profession of chartered accountancy and the ICAI. Wherever one goes, I think the chapters are a very important aspect of the embassy of the institute being there. And whatever work the nation wants to do, the institute wants to do, I think you all act as ambassadors, and our chapters are function as consulates or embassies of ICAI. Especially today when India-US relationships are at an all-time high, the kind of work that is happening between the two countries on the economic front. I think trade-wise, of course, we are seeing so much. The famous iPhones are being manufactured in India today, but what is heartening and very important for our profession is the kind of services which are being exported out of India directly into the United States. I think you are all there in the CPA firm, and the majority of you will also be associated with public practice. I don't think today, 2023, any mid or large size firm in the US can function without having an India office. I think that itself speaks about the testament of our profession. I had the opportunity to interact with the leadership of AICPA. And when I went there as the president, the first thing that they told me was, you have a fantastic product. And I think that speaks about the kind of goodwill each one of you has earned in the US. Because when AICPA which was always considered to be the revered and one of the most important accounting bodies in the world, recognizes that Indian chartered accountants are second to none and par excellence. I think it's a great testament to the kind of work each one of you is doing there in the US. And of course, our colleagues in India who are supporting so many foreign firms from India offices are doing. So I must acknowledge the kind of opportunity that lies in the India-US relationship, not just in trade and business, but also in terms of the professional opportunities that is there. Friends, I'll only say that this is a unique year for the Institute. On 1st of July, we've entered our 75th year. We had the Honorable President of India, Draupadi Murmuji, who came and addressed us on that day. She released a new course curriculum, which entails a global curriculum and global mobility of our students doing articleship and industrial training across the world. I think no longer can ICAI or the members of ICAI, the chartered accountants, be limited to the geographical boundaries of India. The markets for us are truly international, and you represent us globally in terms of 40 to 50,000 members, I would estimate, who are at some point abroad and providing services in foreign jurisdictions. And therefore, I think it is extremely important that this new curriculum, this new course, which is being launched this year, and of course, going forward, all the initiatives that the Institute is doing, the professional strength of our membership across the world is going to increase. We have seen generations of software developers. You go to Google, Microsoft, any top IT company, you will see that the CEO today is an Indian. I think their era started a little early before the Y2K boom, and that's when all the engineers started moving. Our accounting profession maybe was a couple of decades later. But today we are seeing the kind of role our chartered accountants are playing. I was delighted to see, for example, when Tesla appointed a CFO, he was none other than a member of our institute. And that kind speaks of the kind of importance and the kind of places our members are going. And with the chapter in Philadelphia and with all the chapters that we have in US, I think we can only keep amplifying the role of chartered accountants and keep doing all the great work that we do, not just for the economy and for the companies that you work for, but more importantly for the great nation India. And therefore, as I always say, I request and urge all of you to say, feel and believe that I am the I in ICAI. ICAI starts with an I, ends with an I. And therefore, within you is the institute and within you resides India. With these words, I compliment and congratulate each one of you for this momentous occasion. I would have loved to be there in person to physically inaugurate, but I couldn't be there. But I keep traveling to US quite often. And Yashbhai, it's my assurance that I will be there in person to meet you and meet all of you in Philadelphia on this wonderful initiation that you have done. My best wishes to you, to all the members who've been elected, and of course, all members of the Philadelphia chapter and all our chapter chairmen. Best wishes. Jai Hind, Jai ICAI.
Thank you so much, Aniketji. Next, I would like to ask CA Yash Parmarji, the founder chairman of USA, who is also co-founder at FinTax First, to please address the audience. Finally.
Thank you, Sally. You are doing a great job. And thank you, Honorable Secretary CA Dr. Jaykumar Batra, Vice President CA Ranjit Agrawal, and President CA Ankit Talati for sharing your wonderful thoughts and taking time out of your busy schedule to join us today. A special thanks to guest of honor, Sri Ranjit Agrawal, Honorable Consular General of India, for taking time from his busy schedule to send us a wonderful video message. I just remember that we had a kickoff meeting like 4 months back, and it was just a representative office of 5 or 7 chartered accountants. And it's unbelievable that we've made such a tremendous progress to build this community and network within 4 months of time. And it gives immense pleasure today to inaugurate this 10th chapter of ICAI, the Philadelphia chapter. This was not possible without the help of each and every one of you. You guys work tirelessly in connecting everyone else together. And I also want to thank Vish Arunachalam, founder chairman of San Francisco chapter, for being with us, believing in us, and guiding us throughout our journey. I'm humbled and honored by the opportunity to be the founding chair of Philadelphia chapter. As we kick off the journey, I am reminded of a key lesson we have learned from our profession, that listening is more important than talking. We have seen several business proposals fail when someone talks more than listens, even if they have the best of the best team in the world. And I can't think of a professional group better trained in the art of listening than any my fellow chartered accountants. We will always be listening to you, your insightful suggestions, feedbacks to constantly improve what we can offer as a part of this chapter. Many of us have navigated through careers through multiple countries, many industries, and several challenges in a dynamic job market over here. And our training and analysis and attention to details are the guiding principles that have led us build a global brand for the CA certification. I believe this platform will provide an opportunity to all members to cross-train and learn from the lessons learned by the other chartered accountants. Now let me take a couple of minutes to share the vision that our managing committee has put together. Our first and foremost task on hand is to build the operational processes and capabilities of this chapter so we can run this chapter smoothly. As this is just the start of our chapter, and we did a lot of work. We have a lot of work ahead of us. We also hope to build a strong membership base and provide them a platform to network, develop their skills, and provide mentoring and career opportunities. One of our key objectives is to ensure that we are not building this chapter in silo. We'll be focused on connecting with the other organizations in the Indo-US bilateral platform, and so which you can see was reflected from the remarks made by all the dignitaries today. In conclusion, I am proud of the accomplishment of my Chartered Accountant Fellows present today in Philadelphia area globally. My managing committee team and I share a passion to connect the fellow professionals to grow and build our network. I'm looking forward to build the Philadelphia chapter together. With that, let me hand over back to this meeting to Sally to introduce our next special guest, Mr. David Powell.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Yashi. I would like to ask Mr. David Powell, who is our special guest today. He is the CEO, Chartered Accountants Worldwide Network USA, to say a few words about this occasion. Thank you.
Thank you. And I'm sorry I can't be with you today. I was up in Toronto on Thursday evening launching our new chapter in Toronto. One thing you may or may not know is that what we agreed with the CAW board earlier this year was that we're actually expanding what we're doing to cover North America. So not just having chapters in the United States, but we're now in Toronto as of this week and in Vancouver next month. And we actually have one of your members who's also an ICAW member who's going to be our chapter head in Vancouver. So one thing I am seeing is that we're working a lot more closely with Chartered Accountants India. At the event I was at in Toronto on Thursday, we had one of your members there. And we have probably, I think, quite a lot who have signed up with us for Chartered Accountants Worldwide Network USA. Next year, we're also going to be expanding out and opening a chapter in the Cayman Islands and elsewhere, and probably other locations in Canada. And again, I think several of you have mentioned this on the call, and that is the importance of networking. I mean, the reason we're doing it and our motivation is networking and education. So we also provide online events that are CP eligible for members that are also US CPAs. We also represent all the CAW institutes and ourselves. Next week, I'll be the guest of Ken Bishop, who is the CEO of NASBA, which does the exams for members wishing to become US CPAs. I'll be in New York from tomorrow through till Wednesday. And we work closely with Ken and, all our institutes. We also, I guess, we also own a class where members who have, if you like, reciprocity with NASBA, we have a module that enables them to take one exam to become a US CPA. Hopefully that's something that India can progress with. We still have other institutes like England and Wales and Scotland that are trying to do similar. One other thing that I guess to mention is that any of your members are more than welcome to become associates with us and increase that networking. Vish, I have to call out Vish because he has done a great job at connecting us into your events and also supporting us with what we are doing. And one thing that I think Vish will hopefully echo is that we're looking to work closer together with our chapters ongoing. So, for example, in Philadelphia, we had a chapter in Philadelphia for many years. But since COVID, it really fell apart, as many others did. So what we're trying to do now is rebuild and relaunch. We're also adding some new chapters. So I think we've set some up in Indianapolis, Charlotte, and Arkansas this year. And again, what we do, you're welcome to join us on. And I welcome the fact that you have embraced and brought us in to work with you on what you're doing. So I won't hold up any more. What I would like to do is say congratulations on launching Philadelphia. I have some members locally that I would love to connect with you. I'm actually going to meet with one of them next week, who's our former treasurer. He's a partner with a consulting firm locally. And not much more to say, but well done. I like the fact you're expanding, and I hope that we can continue to do a lot more together. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. David. We have our next special guest speaker today, Mr. Scott Hansen. He's a Director, Policy and Global Engagement at ICAI. I request Scott to address the audience today.
Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon. It's really a pleasure to be here with you all. Apologies that I could not be there in person. It's really an honor for me to be here and see so many of my favorite faces from the ICAI network, the president, vice president, Mudit, Srinivas. It's really great to see you all and everyone else, Vish, all the others here. It's really an honor to be here. Very briefly, at IFAC, I have the pleasure of representing our 180 member bodies around the world, of which ICAI is one of our largest members, of representing those bodies at global forums like the United Nations, World Economic Forum, the OECD, things like this. And over the last year, I've been, of course, involved in our representation of the global accountancy profession at the G20 and B20, which you all well know has been hosted the presidency. And one thing I heard over and over and over again at the B20 summit a few months ago was India's trajectory to be the third largest economy of the world, or even first largest economy of the world over a number of years. And this is truly exciting, and it's something that I believe is very much in the future. But to get there, it's so important to emphasize the importance of the accountancy profession and the role that it plays in economic development. So it's, one thing I want to emphasize here with my remarks is just how important ICAI is in that India growth story, and it's incredibly powerful and incredibly encouraging. Initiatives like this to develop this Philadelphia chapter and all of the other overseas chapter play an important role in making the accountancy profession more attractive. So in order to have a strong accountancy profession, you need two things. You need a strong PAO like ICAI, and you need great people. And to attract those great people, things like this Philadelphia chapter, the overseas chapter, play such an important role in that. So the story of India becoming the world's third largest or even larger economy is a pyramid that we made of many, many, many bricks of the hard work of, over 1 billion people. But this chapter, in its own small way, is one important brick in that development story, and that's why this is so encouraging. So I'll leave my remarks very briefly there. I think this is a great initiative. I'm looking forward to seeing more chapters in more states. I work remotely out of Colorado, even though I'm speaking from California right now. I'm looking forward to seeing the Colorado chapter be initiated and hopefully joining you in person for that. So thank you so much, and all the best to all of you, and looking forward to a bright future for ICAI and all of the chartered accountants and all the members. So thank you.
Thank you, Scott. I invite our next special guest, Mr. Srinivas Gurazada. He is the head PEFA Secretariat, paper housed in the World Bank, to say a few words today. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Sayali, and namaskaram to everyone. I can't express how glad I am to join at this very major launch of this the ICAI chapter. Myself as a member, it's such a thrill to see the breadth, the depth and reach of ICAI, not just in India, not just in United States, but rest of the world. And this marks such a momentous occasion we are in launching the yet another chapter of the Institute in United States. I work in the World Bank Group and I work specifically into public financial management space. So let me share a couple of thoughts on how I see accounting profession as relating, as evolving from a kind of a broader development perspective. Many development partners work with IFAC. My good friend Scott is my counterpart. I keep interacting with him very often. And we work together in various development partners. They understood very specifically when I hear the senior leadership. Some of you may know we recently have Ajay Banga, the new president of the World Bank. So each of the new leaders, the greater emphasis they are placing upon the accounting profession is something which we hear every other day. Then we see also a very significant increase in government's focus on public financial management systems, public policy. Professional accountants historically have positioned, particularly in India, more from a private sector perspective, which is extremely important and remains the core. But what I can say is it's evolving into a larger public sector story. Governments want to raise resources better. They want to spend better, have better PPP arrangements. For all that, they need the accounting profession to back. That information is what enables governments to do their tasks well, and that's an area that we are very specifically focusing. Another aspect I would like to mention, picking up also from what our Vice President said earlier, sustainability reporting. Today we are talking of how we are going to make sure that the planet today we live in is not livable just for us, but for our future generations. And that can happen only with sufficient level of focus into climate and various other sustainability areas. One key aspect everybody acknowledges today, climate change is very complex, but one area which everyone is acknowledging is reporting on that. IFRS has issued standards. Ipsos board is issuing public sector standards. I was last week in Abu Dhabi in the World Investment Forum. The president and others from ICAI were there. And the work done by Indian corporates, work done by the Institute on Sustainability Reporting, it's so highly acknowledged, not just by the participants there, but as an influencer of the global space as to how reporting in the world on sustainability platform should take place. I'm so happy with this in this background. If we scale up our efforts as collectively as a profession, that's going to influence countries, particularly into the developing world. I look forward to meeting all of you in person. I'm based out of Washington, D.C., though right now I'm traveling out on a mission. My colleague and the Washington, D.C. chapter of the ICAI, where I relate to, Meloni, the chair, would speak. And so she would probably mention that if you head count us, so we in the World Bank itself are a sizable number. In the World Bank and IMF and other agencies in Washington, D.C., members of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India. And I wanted to very gladly share that with you and look forward to meeting all of you. Hearty congratulations to the chapter, to the new chair and everyone, and wish you all the best.
Thank you to all of our special guest speakers today. Next speaker is CA Sanjay Vatra, who is a chairman, NYC, and a chairman of Invenium Capital Partners. We have with him in person today. I would ask CA Sanjay Vatra to speak a few words.
Thank you very much. Sorry, it's an honor to be here. And Mr. Srinivas, we talked about Ajay Banga. Ajay Banga has been a friend for me for 30 years. And he's very number centric. So if you're in World Bank, always remember that, right? And he'll check the numbers and he understands the numbers very well. So first of all, it's really an honor to be here for three reasons, right? One is the inauguration of this chapter. I think ICAI as a profession is going to see a tsunami of things coming on them. I've written an article on it. Digital assets, AI, blockchain, all this is going to change the way we do our work. There's nothing going to be sample checking anymore, right? It will all be how you look at flow of information and how you understand how to dissect the information that gives you the creditability or credentialization of the information you're looking at. So I think it's a very important thing that the association comes together and we as collectively brainstorm as to how we can solve and how we can present ourselves as a value-added feature in this new world, right? Or we'll be disintermediated, right? That's the bottom line. If we are not going to evolve, we're going to be disintermediated. The second thing which is really fascinating for me is the amount of women out here, right? I mean, I'm just so happy about that. I've worked on women empowerment, women skilling, women education right from the age of 15 by setting up schools and AIF and what we have done. And I'm so glad. I'm so glad that we didn't have to put any programs in place for the women to be here. They're here on their own, right? So that shows the vigor and the power of the women empowerment and everything else. And the third thing is, what I will commit to is three things, right? One thing I'll commit to, because three things no one can remember. So one thing I'll commit to is, we are about 6 chapters in less than 400 miles. And we are not in India. We don't have hundreds and thousands of chartered accountants, right? And we have to figure out how we collaborate. Melanie is right here. Yashi is right here. Just was my father's name, so it's a very special name for me. And we need to understand how we collaborate, how we share knowledge, how we help each other out, right? We need to be a force in itself. And the power of Indians cannot be underestimated. The power of professions like chartered accountant cannot be underestimated. President Aniketji talked about what we did in Bloomberg yesterday. We have a lot of authority. We got 28 to 30 top senior Wall Streeters to attend. I personally wrote them a note and they attended. That's the power we have. And we need to leverage the power to develop each and every one of us, not anyone individually. So I know we as Indians sometimes talk about I's as opposed to we. ICAI does have an I, and I think President Aniketji was very appropriate. The I of what I can do for the institute and how does it help us all, right? That's it. What we can do for the country, not what we can do for ourselves, right? But I do believe that if we're not going to reunite, and I'll end up with one last aspect. I created the U.S.-Indian Political Action Committee in this country, U.S. Impact, which got the nuclear agreement signed between India and USA in 2007. And before we founded, I went to the Jewish Political Action Committee, who I know them very well. I worked at BlackRock for Larry Fink and everyone else. And they said, you Indians will never be able to do it. You're not united. And we need to prove everyone wrong. We are united. We are united. We are not individual chapters. We are one chapter. We are one ICAI with various tentacles going into the various communities, but we are coordinated and collaborated at the top level. So my humble request to you, Melanie, to you, Chief, and to our Boston people who are not here, is how we collaborate and make it one force. And I think Wish is doing an excellent job to put us all together, and we need to debate that and understand that how we do it, because we need to be a force within ourselves, and we need to be a force within the marketplace that people come to us, not we go to people. Thank you. Thank you for the opportunity.
So I want everybody to clap more now, because we only have the first woman speaker with us today, CA Melanie Dhruv.
That's the problem too.
CA Melanie Dhruv, who is the chairman Washington DC chapter of ICAI, to say a few words.
Hi everyone. Thank you, Saili. I am Melanie Dhruv, as she mentioned, the chairperson and a member of the Washington DC chapter. A huge shout out to all of you and the organizing committee, because in 3 days you all have done a fantastic job of having this ceremony, and it is going so smoothly. That was not the case for us, but seriously, congratulations to the team, to the chapter, and for allowing me to be a part of the inauguration ceremony. As you know, far more esteemed speakers have already shared their insights, experience, and wisdom. I will not take too much of your time. I'm sure some of us are getting hungry as well. So I'll keep it short. I'll say that ICAI has had a huge history and a legacy of supporting professional growth, of enabling collaboration, and of promoting excellence. So I hope and I wish that this chapter, takes those values, takes that drive, and becomes a beacon of inspiration to chartered accountants all over the world. On behalf of the ICAI Washington DC chapter, I would do everything in my power to help and support that. And as Sanjay ji rightly said, we are far too many chapters in a very limited radius. So it's up to us to, streamline the process, align, and, work together and be a force in nature by itself. So I wholeheartedly agree with that, Sanjay ji. And the other thing that I would like to say is, Tia Nikitji and the Vice President and ICAI itself, they have started a Women's Excellence Committee, part of that committee in USA. So if any one of you would like to join, please do so. We just had the Durga Festival, we had Navratri, women are there everywhere, and we are coming for everyone's job. But yeah, congratulations to the team, to the chapter, to all the members. Welcome to the fraternity. I would love to work with you and love to connect more in person as well. And thank you all for having me here. Thank you.
Thank you, Milani. Next, we have with us CA Vish Arunachalam. He is the founder, chairman, and director of the USA San Francisco chapter of ICAI. I request Vish to say a few words.
Thank you, Sally. Can you hear me? All of you hear me?
Yeah.
Great.
Which I like the title behind
Yeah, I was just going to say, it's very powerful, Vish. They meant behind you.
Oh my God. Thank you. Good evening, everyone. It's an honor to be here with the distinguished dignitaries and guests to celebrate the grand launch of the Philadelphia chapter of the ICAI. USA celebrates October 28th as the National Immigrants Day. The USA is known as the world's melting pot. Americans are proud of the long history of welcoming immigrants from all parts of the world and value their contributions that add zest to this nation's blend of cultures, customs, and traditions. It is very apt that ICAI Philadelphia is being launched on this special day. This is a significant milestone for the ICAI, and I'm particularly proud that ICAI San Francisco has been able to play a key role in incubating all the new chapters across the USA since 2017. As the founder chairman of ICAI San Francisco chapter, I have seen firsthand the impact that a strong and vibrant ICAI chapter can have on the Indian diaspora and the professional fraternity in the region. Our chapter has provided a valuable platform for Indian CAs to lead, collaborate, and share knowledge. I am confident that the Philadelphia chapter will be no exception. Under the leadership of its talented and dedicated members, the chapter is poised to play a major role in supporting the Indian community in Philadelphia and beyond. The Philadelphia chapter was launched in record time. As we celebrate the launch of the Philadelphia chapter, I would like to take this opportunity to highlight some of the ICAI's recent achievements in the United States. In May 2023, the ICAI launched its 9th US chapter in Seattle. Since its inception in 2017, ICAI San Francisco has incubated 17 ICAI offices in the USA. When more women are empowered to lead, everyone benefits. Decades of studies show women leaders help increase productivity, enhance collaboration, inspire organizational dedication, and improve fairness. I'm proud to share that each of the ICAI office established in the USA has women CAs in the leadership committee. Our ICAI Philadelphia chapter that is being launched today also has more women CAs as we see today, and also multiple women CAs are in the management committee. We will be launching our ICAI Ohio chapter, ICAI Florida chapter, and the ICAI representative offices in Kansas and San Diego before the end of this year. Folks, will hit 50 chapters, ICAI chapters before end of this year. I can assure you that US will make it possible. We will be launching, we have 20 overseas offices in the USA by 2023. We plan to have. Team ICAI USA has accomplished the fastest and largest overseas footprint expansion ever in ICAI's history. Our goal is to expand ICAI footprint to 50 offices to serve all the 50 states in the USA by the year 2025. We're getting there. We hope to continue our close cooperation with our parent body, ICAI, IFAC, and CAW, and work towards making it easier for our USA-based overseas chartered accountants to stay connected as members of the ICAI and pursue professional goals globally. These achievements are a testament to the ICAI's commitment to its overseas members. We are thankful to ICAI leadership and the International Affairs Committee for providing members with the encouragement and support they need to succeed wherever they are in the world. The ICAI and its network of overseas chapters work closely with the Indian missions abroad and other professional organizations to promote bilateral trade and investment across the globe. I would like to highlight the ICAI USA chapter's commitment to promoting business and trade between India and the US. CAs are trusted advisors to businesses of all sizes, and they can play a key role in helping Indian companies to expand in the US market and US companies to expand into the Indian market. I am confident that the ICAI Philadelphia chapter will play a major role in promoting business and trade between India and the US. The chapter will provide a valuable platform for CAs in both countries to network and share economic opportunities. It's been a pleasure working with the team ICAI Philadelphia led by Chairman CA Yash Parmar, Vice Chairman CA Dheeraj Panchwani, Secretary Raghotaman Srinivasan, Treasurer CA Shreya Bhatia, Mamta Parmar, Sandhya Goel, Priya Costa, Sayali Paranjpe, and Anurag Arora. Many more. I would thank all of them for all the great work they've done. It's just the beginning, a lot to accomplish going forward. I would like to conclude by congratulating the ICAI on the launch of its 10th USA chapter. I am confident that the Philadelphia chapter will be a great success, and I look forward to seeing all that it accomplishes in the years to come. We are greater together. Thank you. Jai Hind.
We have our next speaker with us, CA Raman Mahadevan. He is the tax department head and a partner in EY Advisors Philadelphia chapter. Please. Okay, so that was an introduction to remember. Okay, next we have with us in person CA Dheeraj Panchwani. He is the vice chairperson of USA and a senior manager at PwC. Please welcome him with a huge round of applause.
Thank you, Sayali. I'm really thankful for our president, Mr. Aniket ji, who has come forward and spent his time to inaugurate this event and also address the students and also the members here. I'm thankful for Mr. Jayakumar ji, Ranjit Kumar ji leadership and ICAI guidance and support for this event. I'm also thankful for our guest of honor, Mr. Ranveer Jaiswal ji, who is the Honorable Consulate General of India from New York, who have supported us and also sent a very nicely congratulation message through a video. Thankful for our special guest, Mr. David, Mr. Scott, and Mr. Srinivaji, who have been supporting this chapter and attending this event by taking out their precious time and also addressing our members. Thankful of Mr. Ramanji. Unfortunately, it looks like he could not attend, but we'll still thankful for his address to us. Thankful for our USA chapter leadership team, Mr. Vish, Mr. Sanjay ji, and Ms. Melanie from other chapters nearby for addressing this group. They have also been providing instrumental guidance and support for this launch. And I'm extremely thankful for Mr. Vish ji, who have been working with us day and night to make this happen for last 3 days. And really big shout out to Mr. Vish ji. At the final end, I'm very thankful for all of our Philadelphia team members because this could not have been successful without all of you. So big thankful to all of you who have been here, able to make it happen. I know everybody has some commitment over the weekend, but I'm glad to see, and especially all the women also here. So really thankful for all of you. And I can proudly say that it's like we would not be able to do this in 3 days without each one of your support. So we had multiple calls within our teams in the evening, afternoon, interrupting your daily schedule from your working day. So really appreciate your support. So more important, I would like to touch upon something that which Aniket ji also mentioned, and then our Mr. Ranjit Kumar ji mentioned about the expectation of this chapter. So I'm looking forward to have more social and networking events. That's the main objective of this chapter. And at the same time, the focus is on the professional development activities. We can do some activities to improve the professional development. And also the more important, which one I got a good idea that we can also be a career placement hub, and we can of course collaborate with other chapters all together and provide a better career guidance opportunities for any new CAs, new CPAs, aspirant CPAs coming to the United States. Definitely we can collaborate together, make sure that we all work together as one team, provide a better platform where they can explore and find out some new opportunities, and not just limited to only finance and accounting professionals. Personally, my experience, I've seen CAs, CPAs, now they are also getting advanced into technology side of the professions. So definitely keep yourself open, because the good thing is whoever has become CA here, everybody is hardworking. If you have not been hardworking, you have not been a CA. You would not have been here. So the key of the success is if you want to learn something, passionate about doing something new, whether it's your accounting or technology, if you are focused, you can definitely get into any career direction. And we also have some members here, as a good example, who have like done CA and as well as they are doing masters in computer science. So feel free yourself, open yourself, and take new challenge and build this chapter with more successful events in the future. And looking forward for the same support from everyone. Thank you all, and thank you everyone for your support.
Now I request Priya to share with us the launch video of the chapter. Okay, we have another video compilation from the founding members of the USA Philadelphia chapter. Priya, I request you to play the video.
Hey guys, this is CA Yash Parmar. I'm chairman of ICAI Philadelphia chapter. I grew up in Mumbai and presently I'm living in Brynmawr, Pennsylvania, which is a town 10 miles out from Philadelphia. Let me tell you guys, we have a great opportunity in front of us and this is a highly energetic group. The way we put this event together in 3 days shows how much enthusiasm we have in this group. And I'm looking forward to a whole year of exciting activities. I hope you guys will enjoy this event and thank you again for participating in this event.
Hi everyone, I'm C.A. Panjwani and I'm playing the role of Vice Chairman in the Philadelphia chapter. I'm very excited to be part of this chapter team. I'm originally belong from Gwalior in India and currently living in Philadelphia for the last 12 years. I look forward to work under the leadership and guidance of India as well as our fellow chapter leaders in USA. I'm very thankful for all the local members who have been supporting in this journey. And finally, we are here to inaugurate this chapter and celebrate this together. Congratulations to the whole Philadelphia team, and I welcome everyone to join with us. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Manshi. I'm based out of Chennai, India. I moved to Philly like 2 years back and I was in Atlanta. And I'm really excited to be part of this chapter. Looking forward for the opportunity to serve for our engineering. Thank you.
Hi everyone, I'm C.A. Shreya Bhatia, and I'm extremely excited to shoulder the responsibility of a treasurer for ICAI Philadelphia chapter. I'm from Dehradun, also known as the school capital city of India, and currently I'm residing in Capital City, Pennsylvania. I'm extremely thankful to all the enthusiastic chartered accountants from ICAI US as well as ICAI India community who contributed largely towards the formation of our ICAI Philadelphia chapter. Looking forward to seeing more members on board, and I highly welcome you all in today's inauguration ceremony. Thank you.
Thank you, Priya. I know that everybody is eager to have your lunch. So I request CA Shreya Bhatia to give us some concluding remarks. She is the treasurer of USA Philadelphia chapter of ICAI. Please introduce her with a warm welcome.
Hi everyone, and thanks a lot for sparing time and coming here, showing up, extending your support. So I'd like to acknowledge ICAI External Affairs and International Relations team. We really want to continue working together with you and take it forward. I want to also thank entire ICAI US and ICAI India community for extended your warm support with us, and I believe this is the fastest chapter which we have formed. So thanks a lot for showing up, your contributions in such a short span of time. Looking forward from more support from you all. Lastly, I would say a big shout out to all the enthusiastic members sitting in the team who actually made it possible that we are now here finally with the ICAI Philadelphia chapter formed. And let's stay tuned towards more and more next set of upcoming activities and plans. I highly encourage you all, please participate, engage, and let's spread the initiatives of the chapter. Let's expand, I would say, the initiatives of the chapter and take it forward. Let's keep the ball rolling. And as we work together to set up the chapter, our motto, our vision is like to expand the initiatives plus welcome more and more members on board so that they can, from diverse backgrounds, they can join and they can bring a lot of expertise, their skill sets, their experience, their mentorship, their guidance on board and help each other. And lastly, I would say, let's keep having and building strong professional relations, be with each other at our backs, which is very important. As Sanjay ji rightly said, we are not separate chapters. We are one united chapter where we have to collaborate. We have to think of strategic initiatives to help each other and, bring glory to this profession. So let's be tight-knit and close one community. So thank you and welcome.
Okay, so I think we have all of us have taken our time to introduce the guest speakers and all the speakers here in person. With this, we formally conclude the event of the inauguration. And I thank you all, everybody here and everybody who has joined us virtually to attend the session. Yeah, we can. Yeah.
After that.
We can do that.